All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back. We're playing zombies again. I think I did this, what, 2 weeks ago? Give or take a little bit. When did I do that? Actually, that's a good question. It was like about 2 weeks ago. Okay, it was maybe 2.5. 2.5 is right, yeah. But we're back, and today, by popular request of last stream, I have downloaded a little bit of a classic. You know, we played a lot of World at War last time, and it was good. But today, I've gone ahead and set up, again, reset up, my Black Ops 1 copy here on the PC with the nice client and everything. So we're gonna be doing the Black Ops 1 maps. And this game was where zombies started to get pretty spicy. You know, World at War, every map had its own distinct personality to some extent. Black Ops 1, though, is where every single map started to really bring that oomph, that spice, that zest. Everything is so unique in Black Ops 1. All the maps are just so distinct. Uh-oh, the bot might hit that, actually. No? Is that fine? Maybe that's fine. You're safe. The menu doesn't normally look like this. I set up the client last night, and this was funny. So in the game, I used the console command that the Treyarch games, the console carries over. Normally the menu would look like this, but then in game, when I was just testing it to make sure it worked, I did the command to raise my FOV to what I like to play on. And this modded client actually saves the FOV so that you don't have to adjust it every game you play. And I guess that it applies to the menu as well in Black Ops 1, because it was actually like a player thing where you could sit here and look around, right? If you're not familiar. But Black Ops 1 has a lot of maps. I should have mentioned that as well. Everything is unique, and there's a lot for zombies. There's what, 11, including Dead Ops, I want to say? Or no, is it 10? I think it's 10. No. It is 11, including Dead Ops. 2 launch maps, plus the secret side thing. 4 DLC maps, and then 4 more DLC maps. Manani, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. But we're gonna start with the launch map. This one was kind of secret. This one was secret. We're gonna start with the one that was just day one. If you loaded up the game, you open the menu, boom, right there. Kino der Toten.
Entry 741021. Perhaps this station will hold the key to the real goals of Group 935. I still do not trust my unconventional allies, but they are of great use to me. But I digress. Who would have thought the MDT was capable of time travel? How many stations does this group have? Where did that little girl disappear to? Only time will tell what new questions await us in this theater of the damned.
Okay. A 360 version of BO1 is the best main menu visually speaking. Why the 360 version? Specifically. But hello, Jusuf, Ryden, Sticky, Augustin, Ryan.
No power, no glory.
Damn right. You're goddamn right, Steve Bloom. No power, no glory. BO1. Now chat, hold on. Hold on. I'll do this on the, I'll wait. I have an idea for a poll, but I won't do it right away. PC doesn't look as good. The PC version is the Xbox version, just higher fidelity. It's the same. The Wii and the PS3 versions I'll give you. Because, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now we're on Black Ops 1. Disclaimer, I'm not as good at Black Ops 1 as I am at World at War. Okay? Let it be known so that we're all on the same page. More mistakes could happen here than on the last game. Playing this solo? Of course. I was always a solo guy with zombies for the most part. Like, I would play with friends often. But I was never a group with randoms, like go on the matchmaking kind of guy. That was never me. I need a little revive.
Tastes like fermented herring dipped in cat piss. Ugh.
Because quick revive actually revives you now in solo. We are in the modern era. We're not in the modern era now, but things are refined here.
You have no chance, bone monkey.
This ain't your grandpappy's Call of Duty Zombies no more. This is a real man zombies now. Semi-modern. It's just like classic old school zombies, but refined is kind of the best way to say, or to describe Black Ops 1, like mechanically, right? It really is just World at War, but refined. World at War, but it's not buggy and like things actually work right. Mystery box is a crapshoot. But I got some points. Do I even? Ooh. There's an MP40. It's 1,000. I know my MP40. That's 1,000 points. If I could just, let's play it safe.
Nothing like an SMG.
Let's play it safe. Days after you started streaming it, it was Ocelot. The guy who does the best way to play PC Metal Gear. He's run out of Metal Gear games. I saw that he did an RE1 video. I don't remember what consensus he came to, but it was probably, what's it? Classic Rebirth mod, if it works for you, because it's notoriously wonky. Just PS1, if not, was probably what he would have come to. BO2 is BO1, but more refined. I would agree. See, I would have been fine with the box. The AUG is a very solid choice, Mr. Mystery Box. I never grouped with randoms, but I only played these modes with friends. No. See, I didn't like playing with randoms because randoms didn't know what they were doing, ever. But at the same time, I was too addicted to this to just not play it if I, if I didn't have friends on. So I got good and I learned. And I grinded. And now it's just, I mean, this is just a great way to play it. Honestly, Zombies does play well in solo. I've always found, especially as you get into later games, more and more so. 75% of being good at this game is memorizing the maps. Not really. Honestly, I would say like 75% of Zombies skill. Well, I guess, I don't know. It is a lot of knowledge. Okay, hold on. But it's not like map knowledge. It's more like general mechanical knowledge because the layouts of the maps are so, they seem really complicated, but it's the sort of thing where like you play a few games of a map and you've got it. Like, you know the layout, you know where the guns are that you like. The map knowledge isn't all that important, but like mechanical knowledge, systems knowledge, and then mostly, I would say like 50% movement. Like genuine 50% of Zombies is just being able to schmoove. Spacing, etc. I'm gonna get the power on here. I do know all the maps though. Well, pretty much. Some maps, maybe not so much. But like, I'm trying to think. There are some World War II maps that I probably wouldn't remember if I hopped on to play them right now. There's a couple Infinite Warfare maps that I would struggle with. But like, I could probably theoretically load them up and do fine. Because I could find stuff. I could make it work. Uh-oh. Maybe I should just get Jug before I get another box spin in. Ooh, shit. I was not paying attention. These little fuckers. My mouse sense feels a little low. Little bit low. Oh god. Oh god. There we go. Let's get to that Jug. I'll probably adjust to it. I'm still here. I'm surprised that it's not bonking for that many. I have seen the Concord numbers, yes.
Reach for me, Juggy girl.
Yeah, I've seen the Concord stuff. I feel like no one's really talking about the Concord stuff. Which is kind of crazy because holy shit. Did Sony spend so much money on that game? And is it ever like the biggest flop? I mean, I think a lot of the reason like so many people aren't talking about it is just no one fucking knows about it, it seems.
Get a gut full of slugs.
If you don't know about it, Concord is a new Overwatch clone that Sony just brought out. Except it's not free to play. It's $40. Just straight up entry fee. And it came out within the last week. I don't know the exact date, but it recently came out to a peak concurrent player count of about 2,000 players. And since then, it has dropped and is hovering at about 700 players concurrent. This game spent about 8 years in development. The production value, like if you just go look at the game and like the cutscenes and everything, the production, like that game was so expensive to make. You just look at it and you're like, oh my God, this cost them so much money. It has like a shop system, like a live service shop that's just super outdated, like the sort of thing that players hate nowadays. The game's not gonna last long. Shutdown is inevitable. How's volume, by the way? I didn't ask. It's loud in my headphones, but it might be fine on stream. Just because of the way I have things mixed. Oh, come on. Recoil. Recoil moment.
Zombies since 1945. Sure, leave it up to me to kill them
Nope.
all.
What was that? Oh. What? Very expensive crap. I don't know. Like, the gameplay looks fine is the thing. And it is on Steam and everything, day one. But it's just like, I'm not gonna pay 40 bucks to try Sony's Overwatch, you know? Like, I'm not. If it were free to play, I would probably at least go and like play it myself for a couple hours just to form an opinion on it. Because like gameplay wise, it doesn't look bad. It's just no one knows about this game. Like no one is playing it. What game again? It's called Concord. Sony's new Overwatch. That's just the best way to put it. It's Sony's new Overwatch. Will be free to play in a month, dead in 6 months. Free to play in a month, I don't know if it'll move that fast, but yeah, it's wild. I don't know. Like, to see such a big flop from a first-party Sony title feels just weird. Sorry, hiccup. Just weird. One of the big 6 live service projects. Yeah, I don't know why Sony is trying to push into, well, I mean money, But I don't know why they're trying to make a move on live service, to be honest with you. I feel like Sony has such a good thing going with these single player games right now. It almost feels like they should just stay in their lane, if you ask me. Like, I don't know why they're trying to move into live service. It's not working so far. Oh God. And not to be that guy, but like clearly shifting focus towards live service did not work for Microsoft, right? Like, I don't know why Sony is trying this. It seems so dumb to me. I can't aim. Don't mind me. What's my favorite non-Kino BO1 map? You don't have to ask non-Kino, don't worry. I'm not one of them. Kind of joking, but also they're crazy. My favorite BO1 map is Shang, personally. But like, really, you catch me on the right day. Like, Shang is just my favorite, but you catch me on the right day. Call of the Dead's right there with it. Moon is right there with it. Like, that little group of three, it could be any of them, depending on how I'm feeling. Nintendo aren't chasing trends, they're just doing their thing, and it's like, I don't know why Sony is trying to, I don't know, man. Wasn't Redfall a live service? That's what I'm saying, is like Microsoft tried to move into live service with things like Redfall, Sea of Thieves, Fallout 76, Halo Infinite, and clearly it's not worked for them, right? Like, Microsoft really went heavy on live service for a bit, and none of them really worked. None of them landed, right? Sea of Thieves and Fallout and Halo Infinite have all, like, kind of recovered. Like, they have a healthy enough player base to not get shut down. But, like, they're not doing well.
I need more ammo or we're going down.
I don't know why Sony is trying to pivot into a business model that, in my opinion, is already becoming outdated. We're gonna do the thing. I already linked it. Let me go without even thinking. We're throwing that AUG in there. They'll get back in their lane. Yeah, they're gonna. That's what Microsoft is doing. Like, Microsoft has kind of gone, oh shit, this isn't working. Let's just go back to single player first party titles. And now Microsoft is kind of coming around with like new Gears, new Indiana Jones single player game. Why can I not think? There was a lot of good stuff at Microsoft's show this year. I don't know why I can't think of others. Have you lost it? What? Packing the AUG? No, I've not lost it. I'm just having fun. Oh God. Okay, let's not be here, actually. This could go bad pretty fast. Dude, I might hold on to the RPK for a bit too, to be honest with you. This thing's feeling good. Was that new Ninja Turtle game? I don't know, actually. I didn't hear about it getting canceled, but I haven't heard anything for a while now that you bring it up. Oh God. Oh, here's some zombies trivia, okay? For my big zombies fanatics. This perk right here, we haven't seen this yet in our little tour, okay? I'm not touching it yet. That perk was added on a later BO1 map, but when that DLC came out, they also added the perk to like every map in the game through a patch. So I'm gonna be faithful and I'm not gonna touch that machine until we're on the right map. But when we get there, It's a very underrated perk, so I probably will use it. Got my double tap. Holy shit! This thing just turned into a lawnmower. Can I say what map it was in? Go for it. If you know the trivia, where did Mule Kick first appear? Holy fuck, this thing. Double tap was a good choice. I don't care what you say. This thing is awesome now. Holy shit. What's the challenge here? The mechanics? See, it may look easy, but you have to remember the ridiculous amounts of playtime and practice that I have from back in my day. I mean, it's a very simple mode. You shoot zombies, you get points. You use points to get upgrades, and you go for as long as you can. With each round, there's more zombies, as well as their health increases, so they take more damage to put down. You try to see how high you can get. It's simple. Classy, elegant. From a simpler time. I may make it look easy, but trust me, you come on here as a noob, you're not going solo round 12 first try. Ow, I fucked up. I really fucked up. Henry, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it.
Whatever. Even a blind squirrel is right twice a day.
Oh god. It is objectively worse than 2.0, but higher DPS is still higher DPS. That's what I'm saying. It's not that bad. Like, it's far from the best perk. But you're still... It's not like your damage decreases, right? Your ammo goes faster, but you also kill faster. I don't think it's as bad as it gets made out to be. I would agree. It's not great. But, you know, there's 4 perks. I got 4 slots. Might as well. I fucked up. Oh, God. I still haven't even touched my packed AUG. I feel like I'm disrespecting this weapon, this beautiful weapon. I never pack punch the AUG. It's been a long time since I played BO1 casually. You know, back when we used to stream BO1, you would never catch me running around on the stage with an RPK and an AUG. That was not at all what we were doing.
Nanomachine, son.
Oh god. They harden in response to physical trauma. I wish I had nanomachines for this shit. It's really not that good. It's actually a very good gun. Here, you want some BO1 trivia, actually, chat? Here, I'll hit you with the BO1 trivia. In terms of zombies stats, the AUG is basically the Galil. They are near identical in terms of stats. The AUG just has a smaller magazine, higher recoil, and less total ammo. So people don't think it's as goated. But it genuinely is about on par with the Galil here. Same with the Commando. The Commando is also near identical to the Galil statistically. Like, these 3 rifles are all basically the same thing. You still getting the new COD? Yes. Dude, they just dropped another cutscene for BO6, the second map. They dropped the intro cutscene to the second map, and it was so good. It was so good. And they got Nolan North back as Richthofen. We've confirmed that because of the cutscene. Absolutely, yes. I already have it pre-ordered, actually. I already gave them my money. Speaking of. Impulse Gaming, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. The AUG is just the weaker of the 3. I mean, marginally so, yes, but like, being the worst of the 3, like, A tier, right? Well, Galil is probably S tier, but being the slightly weaker A tier rifle It's still an A tier rifle. Oh my god, this thing, the fire rate with double tap is so fun. Bah, 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 bah. Oh god, sweet Jesus. This thing kicks ass. Why am I having such like a childlike good time doing these random bonus zombie streams? Why am I back to being like 12 years old playing this shit and I throw double tap on an LMG and just sit here and laugh at it? What is happening? AUG sounded like a laser weapon. Yeah. So when you pack a punch in these old classic zombies games, and even in the newer ones, they haven't changed this. The weapon upgrade machine, very expensive, but it literally does give you a laser gun. With double tap 2.0, really fun for going to later weapon or later rounds on BO3. I probably have at some point, but I'm assuming you mean with like mods and stuff to change the weapon packs that are loaded into maps. And as I loved those mods for a bit, like a few years ago, I would play with them all the time. But what I noticed over time is like even outside of just double tap 2.0 being there, the people who make those mods most of the time also just make the guns stronger than they're supposed to be. Oh, I'll take that. Don't mind if I do. Now both of them are upgraded. Yeah, this shit still kicks ass. You know, Kino does still have that simple fun. I'm far from someone who says that this is like one of the best zombies maps ever. I do not believe in such opinions. But man, you get some guns, you go pack a punch, and you just guns go burr. Okay. What am I doing? This is so not worth it. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Okay, we're fine. There were less zombies still alive than I thought. I can't fucking see.
Sweet.
Okay. I lived somehow. I made it work. Yeah, let me keep you. Okay. As fun as these are, I think the AUG has to go between these. RPK just has so much ammo. Oh my god. You can't. Bro, I love the commando so much. Okay, we're keeping this too. Give me a wonder weapon. I want my ray gun or I want the other one. You can't give me the commando. I'm on record very many times saying that the commando is my favorite BO1 gun. This thing is just perfection. It's not the best. The Galil is statistically stronger. But like, the commando just, it has the feel. We're playing peak. We are playing peak. I just need some wonder weapons so that I can say I gave Kino the full showcase. Okay, I'll take it. Thank you.
Oh, they're gonna dig this.
Now we're cooking. We're getting somewhere here. Is it though? What, worse than the Galil? Some servers in Plutonium have double tap too, and they are really good even on those. I mean, doubled bullet damage is always a good thing. I actually haven't tried that, because Plutonium came around like fully, like it really started to get adopted by a lot of players right about the time that I stopped streaming zombies. So like even me using Plutonium for this right now, It's kind of new to me to have just the basic quality of life stuff through plutonium. Like, I was surprised at the beginning of stream that my FOV change carried over to the main menu. That caught me off guard. That, like, me changing my FOV through the console actually got saved in the back end so that I don't have to do it every time I load in. Crazy. I never had that. I had to do the console command every fucking time back when I was running records on this shit. I also had my BO1 modded. I modded it. I went into the camos folder and I deleted the Pack-a-Punch files and I renamed the gold camouflage files to Pack-a-Punch. So it was like a tiny little homebrew mod that I just did myself in the files to change the BO1 Pack-a-Punch camo out for the gold camo from multiplayer. And it was a great change. I never looked back on it. It was perfect. It was perfect. I did not do that today, although I'm tempted. I love the commando. My favorite. My favorite. No! Man, what am I doing? See that one streamer that played for like 50 hours and their highest round was 16? Wasn't it Kai Cenat and like his group that were doing that? Because this was recent, right? I think that they had like a group of 3 or 4 and they were all playing zombies for like the first time. Oh, Kai wasn't there, but it was, okay, it was like his group, but he wasn't there. Okay. Yeah, I saw that they were all playing for the first time because they saw the Black Ops 6 zombies trailers and thought it looked good. So they wanted to go back and try the old stuff. I think they were playing like Black Ops 2, weren't they?
Sorry, meatbags, you're stuck outside.
You have second wind in this after you... No. Here. So if you missed the first stream, if you missed the first one, this thing right here, in co-op, this is a perk that doubles your revive speed, or I guess cuts it in half. But when you play solo, it's a self-revive. So it's just like after 5 seconds or so, if you buy this, and you only get 3 uses per game. So this is my last one. There it goes. Having quick revive means that when I die, I'll get back up after like 5 seconds. But I only get my 3. I better get the wonder weapon, like the real one, before I die again doing stupid shit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is
I did see the Capcom collection. Obviously, right now, my eyes are on the MVC collection, because that's coming up sooner and everything. But yeah, the Capcom Fighter collection is also crazy, especially for Power Stone. Especially for Power Stone. I was shocked. They kept talking about Milo's guy. I saw that too. Because they were arguing with each other. The clip I saw was that they had died. And they were arguing with each other. Everyone's like blaming each other. And one guy's like, bro, I was just doing what Mr. Raffle Waffles told me to do, okay? That's all. I was just doing what he said. And I saw it because Milo was quote tweeting it. And he was like, bro, not even I could help these guys. They were so cooked. It was hilarious. What the fuck? What has Milo been up to lately, by the way? I've been out of the loop with the whole... What has Milo been up to? Is he still doing his own, like, globe tour, real life Easter egg hunt? Do we know yet if that... He's become Treyarch's #1 soldier, and they're still not inviting him to events. Isn't COD next, like, today or tomorrow or something like that? I know that he didn't get invited. I know COD next is very soon, and he's still not invited to it. I know that much. But, like, the whole like ARG that he was doing, did we ever figure out if he like orchestrated that whole thing or not? Because that's popular theory. That's definitely what it looked like to me at this point. It seems like he made like his whole own ARG just to get the community like excited and kind of rallying behind it and everything. Stop shooting. Well, Treyarch's not, responsible for who gets invited to that sort of thing, unfortunately. Activision just got like all the big multiplayer, like all the competitive and like Warzone guys are the guys who got invited to COD Next. Otherwise, there definitely would have been more Zombies guys going to COD Next. For sure. Although, I will say that Treyarch was able to choose who they invited out to play Terminus early. And like Dalek and Pizza and I don't know who all, Chopper. I know Chopper was there. I know that Milo wasn't there for that. I know that he didn't get an invite to that. That one's not even on Activision. Or maybe it is. Maybe Treyarch would have wanted him there. I think Milo is blacklisted. Like, legitimately, I'm pretty sure he's blacklisted by Activision at this point. So it's very likely that they would have wanted him there with everyone else, but... what's it? He wasn't able to be invited. I don't know. Why does Activision hate Milo? Probably because of Vanguard. Most definitely because of Vanguard, actually. Milo was like Vanguard. Well, Milo and Lex, who also doesn't get invited to anything anymore. Those two were like Vanguard's #1 haters. Like on day one. Like as soon as that shit came out, they were both just like, bro. What the fuck is this? And yeah, it's almost definitely because of that. Like 100%. So Zombies players aren't treated like second-class citizens anymore. Well, it went really well in Cold War. I think the thing with the last few years is just with like Vanguard and MW3, I don't think Zombies was ever supposed to be a core component in those games. But Activision kind of last second was like, hey, we need it. Gotta make it happen somehow. I'm pretty sure that's why. Because like Cold War, they put a lot of effort in, and the community really liked Cold War for the most part. Not everyone did. Double points. I'll take what I can get. Shoot 'em up. But like they put a lot into Cold War, and it definitely paid off. We actually know that Cold War, they saw their highest like concurrent Zombies player counts during Cold War, like ever out of all the games. So like it really paid off. They had the most people playing Zombies like at any given time during that year, even more than back during BO3, which was previously the peak, because you know it's BO3. They put so much into BO4 and people didn't like it. No, because then, like, I mean, that did happen. But then they skipped Zombies for a year with 19. And then Cold War, they went pretty hard again, and it paid off big. Mostly because of Outbreak. Outbreak brought so many new players in when that came out. That also then converted into, like, round-based players. Like, it was just... Cold War was a huge success for them in terms of, like, getting new players onboarded, which is big. Because as much as, like, preserving the core community is important, people are always going to lose interest, even if you're doing everything right. Like, inevitably, people just lose interest over time. You can't keep everyone involved for, like, decades on end. That's just unrealistic. So it's about preserving the core audience, but also bringing in new players, right? You have to find a middle ground of the two in game dev. And Cold War did a great job at that, because not every like longtime core player loved Cold War. I did. I had a blast that year playing Cold War, but not everyone did. Like, I had streamer friends at the time, because at that point I was still streaming zombies, like dedicated, right? I had streamer friends at that time who really didn't like Cold War and just didn't really play it. But I played it like almost every day on stream because I was having a blast with the Cold War stuff. Why don't you try Bomberman? I have tried it. It's not really my thing. Man, we're on 21 already. What have I been doing? I mean, I guess I've been swapping guns a lot. I've been spending points like crazy. That's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing. Don't fuck with any of the map. You're crazy. Not even Mauer? Not even Mauer? I gotta try to stay alive so that I can get the wonder weapon cooking. This is the nostalgia hit I needed, right? I think we all needed it. What did the bot bonk for? It says foul language. Was it a single letter? Mods, you guys can see it. Was it a single letter? That's normally the one. Mauer and D Machina was fine. Fine, he says. I feel like D Machina's like a B tier map. Mauer's like an A tier. If I'm doing like big ass zombies tier lists, D Machina is like B, Mauer's A, Firebase Z, and Forsaken I would both throw on C. Like, no terrible maps in Cold War, but no like absolute top tier bangers either. Mauer's as close as it gets, for sure. Basically just the same one as the Alien Blaster in Fallout 3. When did Fallout 3 come out? Because it would have been around the same time as World at War. They just have no sauce, no wow factor. I feel like Mauer had the most sauce, and that's probably why I liked it the most. Because a lot of that, like, I would agree, a lot of them just felt almost like we were back to like World at War maps, you know? Where it's like, this is good, but it's missing something. It's missing something. Mauer to me felt more like a BO1 map in terms of like sauciness. Like personality and everything, right?
They don't hold together so well, do they?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is good. What was that sound? I mean, I know what that sound was. Why did I just hear a 1911 reload sound? Bartek, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. World at War at least had like the Nazi theming and horror. That's true. That's true. Dude, you know what? You know what I think is criminally underrated nowadays? Like back at launch, we all talked about it a lot, but nowadays no one talks about it anymore. It's a crime. The dark ether aesthetic on D Machina. Right? I mean, why does, oh, fucker. Why does no one talk about that anymore? That was so good. That was so good.
I want a new gun anyway.
That was some sauciness. Like the rest of the map normally didn't feel like that, but specifically when you went into the dark ether, that was some sauciness. Fire Sale? Fire Sale's a new drop from what we were playing last stream. Black Ops 1 added it. It makes all box spins 10 points for 30 seconds and also spawns all the mystery boxes in for it. So it's basically just you get a couple free box spins. Crossbow. There is something so beautiful about blowing shit up. Thank you, Steve Bloom. Oh my god. Oh, I'll take monkeys. Is this just the box? Oh no, it despawned. Where is the box now? After the move. Thankfully, we have a handy dandy map. Okay. Not very helpful. I mean, it's useful on all the maps in terms of just like the utility, but there are only a couple maps where you need something like that. Kino's not one of them.
I'm gonna rock him like Thor.
What? I don't know if I've ever heard that. All right, this is what I was trying to get, chat. This is what I was trying to get. Prepare yourselves if you've never seen this wonderful weapon. Actually, let me get in a better lit area. Prepare. Now this is what I call a weapon. Man, Black Ops 1 Wonder Weapons, they cooked on this shit. All of them throughout Black Ops 1. They cooked. Hold on, get me another couple. Oh. Oh. Okay. Resi 2 comes out today. Resi 2. I have very little faith in that port being particularly good, mostly based on my experience with their Resi 1 port not being great. It's not a great port. But I do already own it. I bought the whole bundle for the trilogy back when I bought RE1, so I'll probably peek in on it. I'm not expecting it to be great. Oh no, I'm in a corner. Oh no. Oh.
You just blew him all over the place. Wow.
Yeah, that's the collection that the RE2 port is part of.
You just blew him all over the place. Wow.
Yeah, this thing is beautiful.
Whoa, that was badass.
Ba, 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 ba.
Do that clean off.
Oh no, not the corner. Ah, ah.
Down, you blood-drinking marrow monkeys.
Sorry. Am I having too much fun with this thing? Maybe.
More shit to kill with.
Maybe I am.
Whoa, that was badass.
Oh my god. This thing is such a good time. Oh, and I've got these little fellas.
So beautiful about blowing shit up.
Okay, maybe Kino's not that bad. You know, maybe I give this map too hard of a time.
Man, I wish we could replace Richtofen with a hot chick. I'm getting lonely here. Ain't gonna be any puppy's chew toy.
That's what I'm saying. It's still one of the weakest BO1 maps for sure. For sure. But like, it's not that bad. Where are those dogs gonna be? Oosh. Oosh.
It just blew up.
Low.
That was badass.
Where? Kino had Winter's Howl. Would Kino really still be good? Yes. And 5 would probably be not as good, I would say. But that's also... I'm just way too used to the maps being the way they are, in all fairness. I don't feel like 5 would be the same if it had this thing. Part of the appeal for 5 is that it's the hard on disc map. You know, it's the challenge one. We'll get to 5 soon. Opinion on the original Alien? It's good. I like it. Crazy take, I know. I like the original Alien. Good movie. Oh god. We're gonna try to set up a big one. My take might be controversial. Oh god, he's gonna say it's boring. Oh god, he's gonna say it's boring. That looks, it's not quite 24. It'll do. Oh my god. What a weapon. If I make it to 30, I'll quit and move on. That's what we did last time, right? Yeah, when we did Shino. I was like, what was the map that I did quit on? It was Shino Numa. When we were playing World at War. I quit on 30 just so that I didn't spend all day there. I'll do the same here. Because especially now that I have the Thunder Gun, we probably could just spend all day here.
So beautiful about blowing shit up.
I love you, Tank. It's endless? Yes. Until you die. Survival mode. Where are claymores on this map? Oh, aren't they right over here? Yeah! There's the claymores. Okay, hold on. There is some more stuff I haven't done yet. In terms of just stuff to play around with. Oosh. Oh, it didn't even kill him.
I think I just sent that thing back to 1946.
Machine gun turret! Ooh, and insta-kill? Hello. Oh shit. Okay, that was a sketchy spot. I'm gonna do a jig on your insides, freak bag.
You keep coming, I'll keep killing.
I'm getting low on ray gun ammo, which is gonna be a problem, actually. Because the Thunder Gun, one of the ways they balanced it is you can't get drops with it. So I can't get a max ammo with the Thunder Gun, like unless it's the end of a dog round, where it's guaranteed.
Drop the chips and give me some ammo. Okay, whoa, that was badass.
We need a new gun. Where was the box again? Oh yeah, it was upstairs. Hold on. Just very style over...
Knee deep in zombie shit with no ammo.
This guy.
Glorious.
The game crashed. The game crashed. Okay. Well then, that was Kino der Toten, chat. We had our fun. We got all the cool shit. We got it out of the way. Well, that was it. All that progress. Something about picking up that gun just broke it. Great advertisement. To be fair, I'm using plutonium. The base Black Ops 1, we played high rounds on Black Ops 1 a lot and played some really long games back in the day. Black Ops 1 on PC, even on like Windows 10, same operating system I'm using now, is very stable. Very stable. Like, it doesn't crash like that. It's probably a plutonium thing. I'm using a modded client for security reasons.
And the world, do not stand still. Change is the law of life. And those who look only to the past or the present.
Oh, you're right. Black Ops 6, you can save, leave, and resume your zombies games.
Are certain to miss the future.
Oh no, I missed that.
Prime Minister Castro, this missile crisis was the last straw. We almost blew ourselves up. Now, we invited you here today... In good faith. To sort this thing out.
And why is he here? He lost.
As I always say, forgive your enemies, but remember their names. Now, gentlemen, as I like to think, in the long history of the world, that there are only a few generations.
Sounds like someone breaking in.
It's just a storm, Dick. Sit down.
Oh my God!
It appears the Pentagon has been breached.
Zombies. Gentlemen, at times like these, our capacity to retaliate must be, and has to be massive, to deter all forms of aggression. Gentlemen, lock and load.
Now
this is that zombie's personality.
Mr. President.
Yes, Jack. Any superlative words of inspiration for our humble troops?
Do not pray for easy lives, my friends. Pray to be stronger men.
Fucking Nixon, that stance. So goofy. This is peak zombies personality. So hard while he's holding a fucking China Lake.
Major systems.
Worst gun in the game, by the way.
We'll be judged more by what we do here than anywhere else.
We got JFK, boys. We're playing as JFK. Oh yeah, BO1 compared to World at War actually does randomize what character you play as every match. I forgot to mention that. Like, playing as Tank last time was just pure coincidence. But we got lucky enough on the 1 of 4 spin that we are playing as John F. Kennedy. So yeah, this is 5 for the uninitiated. This is 5. Map is called 5. Now, obviously, if you couldn't tell already, it takes place in the Pentagon. And you play as historical figures like John F. Kennedy, Robert McNamara, who was his defense secretary. Why can I? Oh yeah, Fidel Castro, who story-wise was apparently here for a meeting. And then Richard Nixon, other former US president. And zombies outbreak in the middle of their meeting. Everyone breaks in. This map was on disc. This was a free map with the game, but you unlocked it by completing the campaign. There was no indication that this map existed in the menu or anything. Just if you completed the single player campaign, then this map would suddenly appear on the zombies selection for you. And I believe actually that, what's it called? I believe that if you completed the campaign, it just loaded straight into 5. Like, it almost seemed like a post-credits scene at first. But then you realize that it's just a zombies map. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I know they did that for Noct back in World at War.
But you beasts aren't helping.
I don't know if they did that here with 5.
Low ammo. Pass the buck. No ammo. I'm coming for you all.
Sounds right. Beating the campaign takes you straight to 5. Okay, I thought so. Third best launch map is crazy, though.
Never tasted anything that fishy.
I disagree. I like 5 a lot. I used to have a good-ass time running records on 5, man. Because this map is hard. This is definitely the hardest Black Ops 1 Zombies map. I expect this one to be the one where I make mistakes, for sure. Just be warned, it might take me more than one match of this, just because there's cool stuff to show off on 5, but I might die before I get the chance to show it all. We'll see how this goes. I do prefer 5 to Kino, just on a personal level. I enjoy this one more. I'm one of those people. I think Kino is, like, good, but just too simple. Doesn't have enough going on to keep it interesting. Whereas 5 has the sheer intensity. BO1 did have parts? Yeah, ever since the beginning. Let's chill up here for another round. I'll at least open this. Your president needs slugs. It's been a fantastic time. They cooked on this little random side mode. It's been through its ups and downs, but man, did they cook. Man, did they cook. Hello, Ruby. What did he just say?
Now this works.
What did he just say? Oh my god, hold on, I have to look at like all the presidents on the walls. We got good old George Washington, classy Alexander Hamilton, Benjamin Franklin, well known, founding father, not the president. I think that's right. The GOAT, Abraham Lincoln. The GOAT. Oh yeah, and there's other... Okay, so World at War was the game before this, right? And they have a bunch of images here that are supposed to be like historical World War II photos, but they're actually screenshots taken out of the World at War campaign from those missions, which is kind of neat too. Sorry, I'm getting lost in all my little details and trivia. It's wild seeing someone get lost on Doris. Hey man, some people just, they can't really put it together like the rest of us. You know, some people just, it takes a little longer to figure out the map layout, that's all. I forget how long it takes to actually get to the power, like how many points it costs and everything. Jug is right over here, right? Oh, Mule Kick is up here too. We're not touching that shit. It's not time. Yeah, Jug is right here. Thought so. Oh god. He's actually just a stupid person when playing video games. Oh shit.
Never fight out of fear, but never fear to fight.
Never fight out of fear, but never fear to fight. JFK on this map is so good. Just so... Like, why? Who thought of...
Understatement of the century.
Kaboom, understatement of the century. Who thought of, like, this character cast? I'm glad they did. But who was like, you know what? What if instead of just doing a Pentagon map, we did a Pentagon map with former President John F. Kennedy and also former US President Richard Nixon. And maybe just to get real crazy. Wow, what a lucky teleport, actually. Just to get real spicy, Fidel Castro. We could do that.
The smell. I just threw up in my mouth a little. The pay is good and I can walk to work.
Oh yeah, the death machine is new. New drop on 5, death machine. You just get this thing with infinite ammo for 30 seconds. Ooh. What does that mean? The death machine is goddamn fun. He's the person I first played through the Souls games with, which was agonizing. Uh-oh. They have a new boss zombie here too, chat.
Hail to the chief.
The Pentagon Thief.
Need some beans for the chowder here.
Need some beans for the chowder here. Comes and steals your gun and runs off with it. Bounces through all these teleporters. Good lord above.
That's an order.
I think maybe eventually this will work. Come on, don't take my oh! Okay, he drops a fire sale when he dies.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Free guns. Free guns. Not the foul. What's wrong with you? Not the foul, please. This gun is ass.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Og works. Now, please, lucky teleport. This is exactly where I wanted to be. What are these teleports? I've never been this lucky with the teleporters on 5. Context, I haven't gotten to it. This map moves too fast for all explaining everything as I go. The teleporters just teleport you to any random other teleporter on the map when you step into them. So the thing with that is that there's one teleporter on that top floor where we spawned. There's one teleporter here in the war room, which is where I want to be because it's nice and safe compared to the rest of the map. And then there's like fucking 10 down in that tight labs area. And that area is sketchy as fuck mid-round, especially if you don't have good guns, if you're not set up. Okay, I'm starting to get to that point where we've got some cash. I should be able to get some nice upgrades this round. Make my life a little easier. Hello, Jess. I'm gonna go get Speed Cola. I've got the cash for it. Ding. Fast reloads, baby. Playing as JFK on a zombies map is such a treat. It's so stupid, but like, what? It's so, like, how can you hate this? How could you not love this? Especially need some beans for the chowder here. That might be my favorite line of his. Got back from 2 days at Legoland. Oh no. That sounds like too much walking. Rah! Just build Lego legs, he says. Actually, just a trap in this game because you can't get rid of it, and on high rounds it does no damage. Bro, at like round 20 it does no damage. Legitimately. It's commonly among the speedrunning and the high rounding community, it's called the dead machine. Because picking it up will just kill you most of the time.
Let's pull the trigger on
We've
these
nicknamed it the
scumbags.
Dead Machine over the years because of how much it just kills people on their runs.
We are now at DEFCON 3.
But when you're on low rounds and it works great. Plus, most people can't keep a zombies match going long enough. And when I say most people, I just mean like, you know, people who play the game casually here and there. Most people can't get a zombies game going long enough to get to the point where it kills you anyway. So most people just love the death machine.
I see in America, unafraid of beauty and grace, but you beasts aren't helping. Your country thanks you.
Okay, there we go. We got the whole loop open now.
I'm the winner.
I'm perked up.
On this earth, God's work is in our hands.
Now, chat, you may have seen me going around hitting the DEF CON switches.
M to the A to the D.
At DEF CON 5,
DEFCON 5.
the teleporters reroute into a secret room with the Pack-a-Punch
Better pack a
machine.
significant punch.
How much personality is in this map, man?
They are made to happen.
There's a weird painting of Richtofen from the main crew on the wall in here. Why did they put JFK in zombies? I don't know, but I'm glad they did. I'm very glad that they did. He's the best character on this map. Actually, maybe Nixon. Maybe Nixon is the best.
You dropped something.
I didn't know the door was opening. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is very not good, actually.
My country thanks you.
Attention. We are now
Put my face on the silver dollar.
security lockdown active.
Oh, and I opened up the loop, which is great when you have Jug. Not so great when you don't.
Never fight out of fear, but never fear to fight.
That was a bad death.
Pain is temporary.
But thankfully I made a crawler while I was down. Yeesh, man. Let's take that elevator back up.
Hail to the chief.
Quick revive and speed cola up here. We'll play up here for a round. That was scary. That was very scary. That's just Arial font. You're goddamn right it
Tasted
is.
anything that fishy?
Warning. Breach detected on
He's back. He's back already. No, please. Please not my guns. I need these right now, man. You can't do this to me.
Need some beans for the chowder here.
Need some beans for the chowder. I should sprint. I should just stick with him. It worked. This is BO1. This is Black Ops 1. Did I say that? I don't know.
Your country thanks you.
Have I played Zelda 2? No.
This will stem the dead tide.
Just a better AUG, legitimately. Yeah, thanks, Box. That's great. That's real great. What is my luck with the teleporters? Oh my god. I thought my brain caught up a second too late. I was like, wait a minute, there's a box location here. My legacy knowledge is failing me.
Marble eyes.
Ooh, is that insta-kill? Holy shit.
Go back to your hole, Reaver.
Aside from one really bad death,
To even stand still.
the luck is really with me on this run. It keeps handing me opportunities to recover here, like one after another.
Between the dead and the White House.
I am what stands between the dead and the White House.
To even stand still.
Oh my god. This character.
Inaugurate this, Marvel Eyes.
But the game was set on a plane. I think it would be bad, personally. Who can really say, though? Would you like it back with full ammo? I mean, if I was, you know, partial to the AUG, then maybe that would have been a nice gesture, but I'm not. The Commando is my favorite gun in this game. So, you know, I wasn't about to throw it right back. Unless it was a Winter's Howl, but we'll hopefully get to that. For now, I need an upgraded gun that actually has ammo capacity. Because the FAMAS is a really strong gun in BO1. It has no fucking ammo, though. Like, none. Reload cancels. I remember how to do them. You don't forget these things. It's like riding a bike. You're goddamn right, JFK. You are goddamn right.
Just like the Solomon Isles.
We got points. I can get double tap. I can upgrade the Commando. We're cooking again. We're getting somewhere.
Let's pull the trigger on these scum divers.
Let's.
We are now at DEFCON 3.
DEFCON time. Have I seen Zelda 2? Barely. It looks not good. From what I've
We
seen.
are now at DEFCON.
It has never looked good. I've never heard good things about it.
Attention. We are now at DEFCON 5.
It seems like one of those, we made a sequel, but we had no idea what people would have wanted from a sequel, so we just threw shit at the wall kind of
It's
sequels.
go time.
There we go. Do anything to the zombies' difficulty? No. It's literally just for pack-a-punch. So normally, like, you just kind of go around and you hit them to get it to 4. And then one of the ones down on the bottom floor of the war room, you'll leave untouched, so that whenever you want to go, you can just smack one button and go,
We are now at DEFCON 1.
which is exactly what I'm about to do
We are now at DEFCON
to set myself up for later. Because I know I'm gonna want back in that room.
at DEFCON 3. We are
Leave
now
that one.
at DEFCON 4.
Pain is temporary. Try
This thing with double tap is insane.
fear, but never fear
Dude,
to
this thing
fight.
just spits lead. Holy shit.
Beast of Boston.
Rah.
I see in America, unafraid of beauty and grace. But you beasts aren't helping. Who's your president now, stale skin?
Who's your president now? It's me, John F. Kennedy. That's who. Oh, it's still good. Oh, it's maybe not that good. Okay. That was almost a Dead Machine moment if I didn't catch myself. Death Machine with insta-kill works pretty nice, though.
Oh, that is man.
Anything with insta-kill works pretty nice. I've been putting off playing it for like a week because I really just don't want to. It doesn't look good. You know, Tom, I think you should play the PS1 Resi trilogy instead. That's what I think.
Dig it?
I think that would do you a lot of good. You and your Zoomer brain. I think that would do you quite a lot of good, actually.
Consider that bill vetoed.
Burr, burr, burr.
Boston. I am all that stands between the dead and the White
Ooh,
House.
fuck.
No ammo.
Oh, we stand strong in the face of adversity or something. I don't know. That's what it sounds like. Or that sounds like something JFK would say in this sort of situation. Ow. That was very close. I need to be a little more careful than that. Okay. Take me to the labs. Or not. What the fuck? It's a good time overall. Is it? I mean, someday I'll surely get to it. Someday. I don't know when that is, but someday. Can I leave yet? Ah, this is where I want to be. Man, the zombie's gonna be a pain in the ass down here.
Ammo! That's an order!
Oh, those are frags. Are you shitting me?
Roosevelt once said, walk softly and carry a BFG.
Okay, I don't know if that's how it went. Bro.
A man may die, undead may
Bro.
rise, but this ray gun lives on.
This ray gun lives on. I don't know if these are necessarily the right quotes that he's spitting here, but they work. Kill for an Armored Core weapon kit mod for zombies. I mean, dude, tomorrow we're doing Gen 4 Armored Core. I'm excited to replay Gen 4. The generation of speed.
Warning.
Of course.
Breach detected on level 3. Initiate security protocol.
He can take the Galil
I seem to have no more rounds.
so that I can move faster with the ray gun. Yes. Get me back to that box right now.
System monitoring.
I got some free spins.
Just what the doctor ordered.
I got some free spins. Spectre. Fuck me. We're gaming. We are big gaming. I'm playing kind of risky doing this. Oh my god. Yes.
Whoever invented this must be insane.
We will take one of those, boys. We will take some monkey bombs for free. Well, I guess I opened the door, but it works. Girl math it. It was basically free because we had a fire sale, okay? God, the Galil it just fucks on round 18. No pack-a-punch needed. This thing just does that. This thing just works real good. Okay. I'm feeling pretty all right. This map does not ease up ever. I'm still kind of asshole clenched right now, but less clenched than it was 20 minutes ago, which is good. Which is good. You got the electric trap working yet? I'm waiting on that until I've got everything kind of together. Those monkeys were a nice addition. I wasn't planning on going out of my way for those, but we always take those. Now we've got a Galil packed and a ray gun packed. Things are getting pretty comfy. The clench map, it just doesn't ease up ever. It's just constant stress the whole game on this map. I have a plan. Master plan right there. Well, I'm not super comfortable going this way around, but I'll do it if I have to. Double points. I still want to get the wonder weapon out of the box at some point. So hoarding up some points doesn't sound so bad to me. Okay, that's a little early for a max, don't you think? I kind of just packed my guns. That's some nice point gain. Oh God. This map is a little freaky. I'm maybe still not very chill about this. Still a little freaked out. Okay. I saw one of the things. There it is. There's one trap piece. Can you carry 2 of them at a time in this game? I don't know. I know one of them can spawn down here. I don't know the trap spawns by heart anymore. I used to. Doesn't look like it's anywhere in here. I think they can spawn in any of these rooms in the labs in BO1. I don't know. This map got a remake in a later game for those not in the know. And the spawn locations got changed up a lot for these. So even what I do remember, like off my head, some of that, oh, there it is. Some of that could be mixed up with the remake. You cannot carry more than 1. Let's see if we get lucky enough to teleport to the top. A pig killer or a pig liver? I'm a pig liver. Okay. Oh, you hold F anyway. There. Now, where's my zombie? I want to demonstrate. Even though it's going to be a waste of 1,000 points, we've got a good enough setup. I can burn 1,000 points for this. Oh, he's arrived through the teleporter. He's a little slow. You got to give him a minute. I'd love to try this with Rampage Inducer and Cold War weapons and I'm saying, dude, Cold War like systems and mechanics would make all the classic zombies games more enjoyable. Like more replayable and everything too. I stand by this. You find the little zappy boxes. Keep in mind, that's all secret, by the way. Like when you go up to them, you don't even get like a prompt, I don't think. Maybe you do get a prompt, but you have to know to go over to them. And their spawn points are random. Okay, you do get a prompt. I was wrong about that. See, BO2 got a Cold War mod? I did not. I'm pretty out of the loop on what's going on with zombies these days. And when I do see mod stuff, it's all like BO3 because it's the modders that I know from my days of covering custom zombie stuff. So it's like all the guys that I just was in contact with back then, who I still follow on Twitter. That's pretty much where I see the custom zombie stuff that I do see these days. So like I see stuff from Verco, I see stuff from Planet. Oops, I did not mean to throw this.
Twice the man I used to be.
BO6 and Mr. T stuff. Look, I am very in the loop with the BO6 stuff. That is true. But like community-wise, like custom stuff, I'm pretty out of the loop these days. Eesh. Remember cranked zombies in BO4? I do. I do. That is probably a mode that should come back. Bro, hear me out. Hear me out. You know a mode that needs to come back? It just needs some better execution than what it had in BO4? Gauntlets. Gauntlets were very, like, the concept is good, and some of the gauntlets were actually really fun. Like, the 9 one was particularly good outside of a couple of the challenges. They just needed better objectives. Like, if they actually spent a good amount of time making that mode better, it could be so good. Let's just say there's beef. Oh, I do know the beef. I'm well in the loop on the beef. I want more PvPvE. I think if they were ever going to do that, they obviously would have done it with MWZ, or sorry, with MW3 zombies. I just don't think they're ever gonna really do that. Maybe they will, but the fact that they didn't on MW3, to me, says that they're probably just never gonna do that. Oh, Rush was pretty good too. I never played a lot of Rush, but Rush was good. Okay, actually, we're in a pretty okay spot to try to keep him the fuck away. Bitch! I can't even make use of this right now, but if you kill him before he ever grabs a gun, you get this drop. This is the only time this drop exists in BO1. It's called the Bonfire Sale. And this one turns the Pack-a-Punch to being 1,000 points instead of 5,000 for 30 seconds. So if you rush to the Pap immediately after downing him like that, you get way discounted weapon upgrades. Massive discounts. But yeah, I have 2 Pack-a-Punched guns, so I can't exactly show it, but I did get it to drop. I'll take that much. Does that drop exist in any other games? Yes. Where is it, though? Mike? Mike, help me out. It does exist somewhere else, right? Or am I crazy? They did bring back bonfire sales somewhere. Oh. Isn't it in BO4? I think on classified in BO4, if you like spend 5 rounds straight in the Pack-a-Punch area, it'll spawn for you there. Oh, fuck. Buried? Oh. Oh, I think it's in Alpha Omega if you use the codes for Rushmore to spawn one. Right? I think you can spawn one with Rushmore if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. Oh yeah, it is. They did make it an elixir. Actually, like, mechanically, though. Is it on Buried? Mike would know if it's on Buried, right? Right, Mike? You would know? I mean, Buried... Buried's kind of like your map.
We are now at DEFCON 3.
It's not on Buried. Shit. Out of the BO2 maps, Buried would definitely be the one to have it, if it was in BO2 at all. Kino der Toten has something kind of better. Kind of better. Where, they have the golden Pack-a-Punch on Tog, which I would have to explain BO4 Pack-a-Punch mechanics, and we're not even close to being there. I'm just not even gonna bother yet, to be honest with you. I'm gonna try to get the Wonder Weapon to drop here. I'll probably drop the ray gun for it. Yeah, I'll drop the, well, yeah, I'll drop, well, yeah, I'll drop the ray gun. Gobble gum. Oh, okay. I didn't process that in time. Yes, on the house, the perk drop. There are some good free perk mechanics in Black Ops 1 that we'll get to. I'm gonna do Extinction as well. Here's the thing. I don't own Ghosts on PC. I know. Honestly, I could. My Xbox One is hooked up to my Elgato, which is plugged into my computer right now. I still have the Elgato set up from recording Ace Combat 6 on the Xbox a few months ago. So I could. I own it on Xbox with the DLCs. I could.
Disturbing.
Thank you, JFK. Love to see someone do plutonium for Exos. Just tweak some spawns and I bet it'd be great. Exos is fine. It's fine. I have a complicated history with Exo zombies. Oh, it's upstairs. Okay. We'll see if we can get a lucky spawn, or a lucky teleport rather. I'm gonna subject myself to some Zelda 2, enjoy some peak zombies. I mean, you don't have to leave, you could... You know. Now that I got a new PC... Black Ops 6 potentially? Are we looking at a Black Ops 6 thing? Hey, Mike, how much do you know about Black Ops 6? Out of curiosity. Since you've been out of the loop on gaming in general. How much do you know? How much do you know? Aha! Potentially. I mean, for me, it's shaping up to be really damn cool. You tried Project 115? I haven't, but I've seen it in the past. I've never personally tried it out, though. Give me that wonder weapon, baby. I want it. My one thing mechanically, or I guess it's, yeah, it is, well, it's kind of a systems thing, but whatever. With BO6, is I don't like what they're saying about how you can change your gobblegum pack mid-game. Because you're just gonna be able to use every gobblegum every single match. I don't know why they would do that. Because you know that people are gonna like make an early game gobblegum pack, like the sweaty people, right? Where, you know, you get like profit sharing and stuff like that, like all the point earning gobblegums early in the game. And then you swap off to one where you can like get your insta-kill spawns, whatever. I don't know what all gobblegums are in there. I can't remember. Your perkaholic, like you'll have like, you know, you're gonna I can't speak. You're gonna be able to set up like, oh yeah, I have my early game gobblegums, and then I have my mid game, and then I have my late game. And you're just gonna be able to use like 15 fucking gobblegums per game, and I think that's fucking stupid. Personally, I think it's really dumb. And I get that that's just an evolution of like changing your loadout from Cold War. But dude, it's nowhere near as big of a deal to be able to change what gun you spawn with mid-game as it is to be able to change your gobblegum pack mid-game. I mean, at that point, it ruins the purpose of the pack, right? How many packs you can create, though? It does depend. But even having two, like at that point, you could still just have like your get set up fast pack, and then your actually playing out rounds pack, and that's all you really need. Because then you could just throw like a perkaholic on the pack where you're getting all your points and everything. Because we know Perka's in there. That's like my biggest thing that they talked about, and I'm like, I don't think we should be able to change packs mid-game, personally. But whatever. Is the AI stuff? AI. Oh, them using AI tools in development. I was like, AI, like, are we talking about pathfinding? I was confused for a second. Yeah, I don't like it at all. I don't like anything in the industry using AI tools for development. But I mean, if the game is good, I'm gonna play it, right? As much as I don't like it. Where the fuck is this wonder weapon? Didn't take me anywhere near this many spins to get the thunder gun on Kino. Just give it to me. Just let me have it. I've spent like 16K this round trying to get it. Come on. Give it to me. Give it to me. This one. Fucker. I just had to say this one. I just had to say it.
Challenge it
Yeah,
is,
I don't...
then.
I
I'll take
love
it.
the gobblegum changes. Like, in general. Them doing no, like, loot boxes or microtransactions for gobbles at all. And having it just be... They drop randomly from playing the game. I mean, that's great. Oh, it literally spawned next to me. I was like, that sounded loud. For a second, I thought it was in the same spot. The Artemis Fowl movie. It was shit. I don't think I ever saw it, actually. Maybe I did, but I don't remember seeing it. God damn it. How many FAMASs have I got in this game?
Greatly.
I'm just gonna take the elevator. It's safer this way. I know that I'm gonna end up in the labs if I take the teleporter. Yeah, like, the gobblegums in general for changes and stuff in BO6 sound great to me. Because with BO3, I didn't mind the gobblegum system, like, generally speaking. Because I played enough to get a few of every gobblegum naturally. Sorry, hiccup. Just from spinning with the liquids that I earned by playing. And then BO3, obviously, for anyone who played it a lot, especially during its life, you would know that if you closed app or like task managed the game or whatever before your game actually ended, then server side, they would never register any of like the XP you got during the game or the gobblegums and stuff that you used. So if you just Alt F4'd your game essentially before it actually ended and the servers never updated your progress, you could just play with all the rare gobblegums you had gotten and then never actually consume any of them. And so I never minded the system because I just did that. I just ripped off Activision every time I played with gobblegums. Which even then I didn't play with the consumable type very often. I normally stuck to classics. But when I did use like perkaholics and stuff just for the hell of it, I never actually lost them because I would end my game beforehand. So with BO6, when I first heard they were coming back, I'm like, oh, they might suck this time because you're not going to be able to do that again. With like the new infrastructure they use for the servers and everything, that will never happen again, right? But then they were like, yeah, you can't buy them anymore. You just earn them by playing the game. They show up as like random drops when you hit round milestones. Like when you hit round 10 and you complete round 10, you're gonna get like a random gobblegum drop of any rarity. And I was like, oh, that actually sounds pretty great. Yeah, that sounds, I mean, I can't think of a better way to do it, actually. That was like my genuine reaction. I was like, wait a minute, that's like perfect? Question mark? Like what? I was also just floored by Activision being like, oh yeah, this thing we used to use for microtransactions, it's all free now. Don't even worry about it. On the house. You just have to play the game and we'll give them to you. Yeah, like, I swear, my jaw hit the floor and I didn't even know what to say. I was like, Activision, like Activision Blizzard took a microtransaction revenue stream out of the game Like, it used to be there, now it's not. But all the benefits stayed. Legitimately, I was like, what? What? It's still, like, even thinking about it now, I'm like, that's so crazy that they did that. And then it was just like the most unexpected move ever. They were like, oh yeah, Gobblegums are back and they're free, you guys. I'm sorry, you must have misspoken. What did you just say? They're what? They're $3 a Gobblegum? What? Did I hear you right? What? No. No, they're free. I've always had a gripe with BO3. I never thought it transitioned from 2 in a visual way. Oh, you mean like it doesn't feel like it's a, what's it? Continuation of 2. At first I just read that as like, it doesn't feel like it steps up the visuals much. And I was like, what? I was like, what? Huh?
Your country thanks you.
But no, I can kind of see that. I don't know. I think BO3 just went in a totally different direction. And where instead of like continuing off of, in terms of zombies, right? Because the rest of the game in general, that's a whole other can of worms. But for zombies, like rather than building off of maps like Transit and Die Rise and Buried, they instead built off of maps like Mob and Origins. Not even just in terms of visuals, but I mean, that was kind of just the whole design direction to begin with, right? I feel like if you just frame it that way, it makes a lot more sense. In terms of the visuals, at least. Especially Origins. Like, there's some mob going on in there. You can definitely see it more in, like, Gorod compared to the rest of the maps. But very much Origins. Most of the BO3 maps were building off of, like, Origins. And I mean, shit. What a good map to build off of, am I right? Best map ever made, I'd say. Personally. See, I may not be one of those Kino dick riders, but I am absolutely one of those Origins dick riders. 100% I am. And he's singing the national anthem. And he's singing the national anthem. What is happening? Oh, God. Oh, weapons-wise. The weapons are, I mean, just a whole... Yeah. I'm very on record. I don't like BO3's guns. They feel like toys to me. They've always felt like very plasticky and just not right. I've never liked BO3's guns. That's why whenever I see like a BO3 custom map that actually uses the BO3 weapons, I just kind of sit here and I go, okay, but why? Just why? In some cases it makes sense. Like there's that one map that's supposed to feel like it's out of like the BO3 campaign. I can't remember the name of that one, but it's a good map. It's a damn good map.
Polish these shoes.
Yeah.
Now this is power.
Like that sort of map using BO3 weapons. That makes sense. But in general, whenever I see a custom map, like a new super high quality custom map, and they've got BO3 guns, I'm just like, man, we've legit ported like every set of COD weapons into this game at this point, right? Like the community has collectively done this. And I've played around with mod tools enough to know that like Logical made his website where you can just go on there and like download, you know, the weapon ports. Like you can just go on there and he has like made available for everyone for free, like the BO2 weapon ports. Here you go. Just download them. They're all pre-packaged. Just throw them in. Like there are resources out there for mappers like that I'm like, it was just a design decision. Right? Like you just wanted BO3 weapons, but why? Why did you want the BO3 weapon? I don't understand. Why'd you choose this? What do you have against a futuristic musket? The multiplayer guns, I don't even know what half of them fucking are. There are some of them that I do know. I didn't play multiplayer much during BO3. I didn't like it. So the black market weapons, I don't even know what the majority of them are because I just never really saw them. Some of them that I do know are fucking wild. Like, what? There's like an SMG nail gun thing that also just looks like a toy. It's just... it's weird. We're gonna talk about this ad cheese? What do you mean ad cheese? Oh my god, this box. Come on. Please. For me.
Teddy bear, you and me are about to have words.
JFK does not like the teddy bear. Neither do I. It's in the war room. Where's my lucky teleport? Bring me to the war room, please. Damn it. This time for sure. This time for sure. Okay. At this point, we're taking the elevator. The resources? Which ones? What resources are we talking about? You mean just like your ammo? Oh, for fuck.
Get off my bunions!
The things on the wall, the things on the walls are just always there. Like if you buy them, and if you already have a gun, like here.
Do I look like a guy with a foot fetish?
If I bought... Okay. If I bought this, and I already owned it, and I ran out of ammo, I could go up and just pay the price again, and get the ammo refilled. What? I feel like I've never heard that line. Ah, there we go. Am I the only one? Am I the only zombies player here who feels like he's never heard that voice line before? Because what?
We are now at DEFCON 3.
What? I have never heard the foot fetish quote from JFK, I swear to God. That one came out of nowhere. And it was apparently a very lucky quote because immediately after I got the wonder weapon we were looking for.
That's not what your gun can do for you, but what you can do for your gun.
So true. We're gonna throw that thing right in the pack-a-punch.
Things do not happen. They are made to happen.
All right, chat. For my non-zombies people, this is the Winter's Howl, upgraded into the Winter's Fury. Behold. Behold.
Ich bin ein Berliner.
Very cool weapon, right?
We are now at DEFCON 1.
Here's the thing.
Security lockdown
It has a reputation for being bad. It's not very strong. At this point in the mode's history, it's by far the weakest of the 3 wonder weapons. By far, like substantially weaker than the rest. But it gets cool points. Oh man, these windows are terrible. Oh man, these windows are terrible. I'm gonna die. Yeah, holy shit, those windows. Okay, we can't be here. We can't be here. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, I was just resting my eyes.
No. Oh, it's upstairs. Oh, I have monkeys. I should have had the crossbow in my hands. I forgot that I had this.
Let no man put asunder. Ha!
Maybe not training up there because I don't want to have to reset for the windows. That's a whole lot. And it's really sketchy to do. Resetting windows for the not so knowledgeable as well is very, very high level 5. Basically when you're up there, only, is it 6 of those windows on the whole floor can be active at one time? God, this thing does suck. Cool though, but takes a few shots. I think it's 6 of the windows at a time can be active. And there are some windows that you don't want to be active because they'll mess with your training. You're running around up there. As you saw what happened to me. So trying to like reset the area over and over to get it right is a pain in the ass because the RNG is pretty crazy on that to get like the perfect set of windows, and it's very risky as well if you're not being super careful, which I was not. I was running around with a bad weapon in my hand. With insta-kill, you can see what this thing probably should have been. Thank you for a sub. Let's see, what does it spit out? The crossbow upgraded is so fun in this game too. It's got that like mini monkey bomb effect to it. I probably will drop it in favor of something else, since I have now decided, you know what? It works for now. Since I have now decided that I don't want to train upstairs, I have a theory that its damage is bugged. I don't know if it is, to be honest, and the only reason I say that is just because in the remake, in Classified, in Black Ops 4, it's stronger, but it's still not super strong. And even then, the health system works differently in BO4. So it seems like it got buffed a lot. It got buffed a little bit. It's just that the health system functions so differently in BO4. And it makes it seem like it got a bigger buff than it did. I never ran much BO4. It's like the one game that I really didn't run. Well, I guess Vanguard. I ran some Duran Fong right when it came out, when I was really trying to give it a chance. That game just didn't stick with me. I gave it a good, honest shot. I played some solid high round runs of Duran Fong early on. Like high rounds for the time, compared to what people eventually figured out on that game, it was nothing. But for when I was playing, they were good. But yeah, that game just didn't stick with me. BO4, I mostly just never ran because I was so distracted with everything else. I did like BO4. Not as much as like BO3, BO2, BO1, but I liked it. I really, honestly, just didn't run it as much because I was learning the games that I enjoyed more first, and I never really got there fully with those. Like BO3 and World at War, I was cooking on those. Cold War near the end, I was cooking pretty hard on that too. BO1 and BO2 I played a lot of, but they're harder for high rounds and stuff, so I just never got as far. These, oh shit. Takes like 5 shots to kill on this round, but it's cool. This is not a pun about it being a freeze gun. It's just, it's fun to use. It's just shit. It's just shit. Deals the same damage as the packed BO1 Winter's Howl. Does it really? That's actually hilarious. What's the multiplier like comparatively? Do you know that, Mike? Like, how much of a multiplier damage-wise does it get in BO1 when packed? And is it just the same multiplier in BO4? That's hilarious. Literally just the buff is that in BO4, it does the same damage non-papped as it does papped in the original. If that's like the buff and that's it, that's hilarious to me. They were just like double the damage or something. I don't know. Just throw it out there. That's good enough. BO3 still the best all around, with BO2 being a close second. I feel like, here's my slightly hot take. Okay? I'm gonna throw this out. Slightly spicy. Brace yourself a little bit. I feel like BO2 has the best game feel out of all the zombies games, but the maps let it down compared to like BO3. I think BO3 just cooks it so hard in terms of map design. Like on the whole, because BO2 did have like mob and origins. Oh, look at that. But I think BO2, like in terms of its core mechanics and stuff, does feel better. I'm shocked you've made it this far without a bullet guzzler. Or sorry, with a bullet guzzler and an ice cold piece of shit. I've still got it, man. That's what I was saying during the World at War stream, right? I might not have run this game over like the last 2 years, and I might not be doing the high round strategies. Like, I'm playing casually here. But zombies is kind of one of those modes that you don't really forget how to play it. Like, I can step away for 2 years and then come back, and I still got it. It takes like an hour to readjust legitimately, and then you're back. But maybe that's just because of the thousands of hours. Maybe. Possibly. Could just be chalked up to that. I don't know. Who can really say, right? BO3 maps wipe. Another spicy take for you in terms of map design. I think BO4 had the best map and quest design, like on the whole, but the mechanics held it back. It's like the absolute opposite of BO2. BO2, I think, had the best mechanics and game feel, but the maps were kind of weak for the most part, other than the couple that were really good. BO4, like, if you averaged out the 8 maps in there, I feel like it has the best maps. But the mechanics and game feel weren't there. You know, if you want the Winter's Howl to work on round 30, it really can. You just have to be a little careful with it. Oh my god, the law. Before there's that one guy, I know the law is good. I don't have PhD, and I'm not packing it. I'm just not. So in this context, the law is not good. No, please.
Nothing better than an MG.
No.
Except being president.
I tried. Round 30 is not bad. I'll take it. I'll take a round 30 on 5. I can live with that. I can live with it. Activision, it'd be cool if you were breathing down the team's necks and firing anyone out of sight, holding it together. Then we get a decent game all around. Yeah. Definitely. Mess with the Coliseum, though. 9 was so good. Man, the DLC, a lot of people didn't really get into the DLC in BO4, is the thing with a lot of the map design talk with it. But, like, Ancient Evil is genuinely, like, just that map, in my opinion, is an all-time banger. Like, absolute top-tier zombies map. Dead of the Night is maybe not, like, the top of the top, but it's an S tier for me. The Pass killed it. The Pass was so stupid. It kept so many people away from the DLC in that game. Okay, hold on. There's a bunch of different values they use to deal damage to zombies depending on range, and yeah. One example is the inner damage value is set to 1000 in BO1, but 1500 in BO4. Packed, it's 1500 in BO1 and 3000. Okay, so they did up the damage scaling as well. They up Pack-a-punching the Winter's Howl in BO1 is only a 33% damage increase. That's crazy. In BO4, it's a 100%. That's crazy. 33. What were they thinking? For a weapon that has 1000 damage too, like at base? What? Because I understand the zombies' health system pretty well. 1000 damage is not much in zombies. A round 1 zombie has 150 health in this game. Round 1. Or max pap. It's a wonder weapon, so you can only pap it once. Wonder weapons didn't get quad packing. They were just one and done. I'm gonna do Dead Ops. Does my controller just work out of the box? It's behind me, plugged in. Oh, God bless you, Plutonium. It at least skipped. Because I'm not playing Dead Ops on mouse and keyboard. Fuck no. This is Dead Ops Arcade. Okay, maybe it doesn't work right out of the box. Oh. Oh, there we go. We're cooking now, boys. This was also a launch experience, but it was an Easter egg hidden in the game, at least at launch. Nowadays, you boot it up and it's just there in the menu. Back in the day, it was a secret Easter egg that people found. God bless Plutonium for literally just having like a button in the menu to enable the gamepad, and that's all I needed to do. Especially MGS ones. I appreciate that. Thank you. It's crazy how I do all these videos talking about like some of the, what's it? Like the most highly regarded games in the industry, like Metal Gear, now Resident Evil, right? And then I just randomly, on a whim, I'm like, yep, Call of Duty Day. We're doing it. We're playing COD today. And so many people from those videos and streams come in and there's like, oh, now this is some nostalgia right here. I fuck with this shit. The map's just loaded in gray voids and shapes. Did you download the multiplayer? I've never actually had the maps load in, but if you're using plutonium, it might be different. Because again, plutonium, I'm not very familiar with. Nope, go download the multiplayer. Because on Steam, without plutonium, if you try to load the DLC maps without the multiplayer installed, it would just crash the game to desktop trying to load them in. You need to have the multiplayer installed for the DLC maps, I believe. I think it's mostly just because they use textures and assets and stuff from them. And if you're not on the PC version, they all come bundled together anyway. It's only the PC version where multiplayer and single player were separated like that. Thank God I came back. You're here right at the start too. You know, Dead Ops, I never played a lot of it, but every time I do play it, I'm like, this is just so, like, it's fun that they just randomly were like, you know what? Along with the normal zombies maps, which we made 2 of for launch, let's also make a 3rd secret map that's like a top-down twin-stick arcade shooter. It's really its own mode. It's not even a map. We just made a whole other mode within the side mode. Treyarch spaghetti, yeah. Again, I think it could just be a lot of textures, like literally just random snow textures that might have gotten pulled from one multiplayer map, like the one, I don't know, the one with the big satellite dish. It could be anything, really. You hit round 30 on 5? I'm shocked too. But as I was saying, I used to be pretty good at this shit. So on one hand, I'm shocked that I managed to get to round 30 and 5 on one go. But on the other, I'm like, I was pretty good at zombies back in my day. I'm not that surprised. Is this COD? This is Black Ops 1, baby. Dead Ops Arcade right here. This is a mode that I'm not good at. I've never been good at Dead Ops, but we'll see how far I can get. He wasn't good? You shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. I had a round 100 speedrun record on Kino der Toten, motherfucker. You shut your mouth. I wasn't good. Troll beat Dead Ops, get bored, or die soon. Dead Ops gets pretty ass clenchy pretty fast. These first couple areas are chill, but this shit picks up pretty hard at like around, I think like past round 8, but even then, I don't know. I remember it being like roughly round 8 or so that things start to get pretty hectic. Halo Spartan Assault looks pretty weird. That was a fun game for what it was. Wasn't that bad. Oh God, he's here. Not Big Monkey. Not Big Monkey. Oh, he's leaving. Hello, Mickle. I miss BO1 when zombies was still a horror game. The horror game. Oh, fuck. I was reading chat too much. You're not wrong. I mean, we also, JFK just made a foot fetish joke that like none of us had ever heard. So, yeah. I got smacked by a crawler that I ran by that I was holding. And JFK made a random comment about having a foot fetish. And me and everyone else were just like, what the fuck? I've never heard that line before. So also in terms of the horror game, yeah, you have a voice actor doing their best former US president impression and talking about feet. Visually, you know, World at War and BO1. What? I got hit there? did have a pretty strong horror vibe. But also, like, as soon as the characters open their mouths, making the small dick bro, I don't know what the fuck our politics are anymore. I did see it, but like, it legitimately has gotten to the point of, like, our politics, they can't even talk about policy here anymore. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, listening to any debate or just any, like, discussion even about other candidates, it has all just gotten to the point where it's like, if they're not throwing out a non sequitur, a straw man, or an attack on the person rather than on their policy, I question if it's even US politics. Like, it's the exception at this point. It's wild. I don't know what the fuck is going on. This year has been especially bad with it. It just kind of gets worse every election, it feels like. You motherfuckers are cooked. I don't know what's going on anymore, dude. But yeah, when I said I'm bad at Dead Ops, I did kind of mean it. I never played much of any of the Dead Ops. Although I did, me and my friends, when Cold War came out, we were getting like all the calling cards and stuff. And one of the last ones that we did was completing Dead Ops 3 in Cold War. And we had a blast doing that together. We just all sat down for one good, sweaty game of Dead Ops and got her done. And it was a surprisingly fun time. Oh my God, yeah, here is where it starts to get a little crazy, this area. Round 9, I wasn't far off. It's this area. That shit starts to hit the fan. Do these barrels even do anything? That guy was running straight at me. Ooh. It's a very fast Spaz 12. Really is. I gotta, if I can survive long enough and then by sheer luck stumble my way into the permanent death machine upgrade, we'll be good. We'll be good. Was it this game or another game where they modded it to stay first person? BO3 is what you're thinking of. BO3 had a first person drop. And yeah, people did mods where you could just play the whole thing in like permanent first person. And that was fun. I did play a little bit of that back in the day. Just give me all the shit. Cold War also has first-person stuff. Refuse to even touch Dead Ops. Man, Cold War Dead Ops is good, though. Dead Ops 3... Really, the Dead Ops, like, modes, they just got better every time. Like, this one was fine, but, you know, it's humble. You know, it's little simple beginnings. Dead Ops 2 and BO3 is really just this, but better, like, on the whole. And then Dead Ops 3 and Cold War is really as good as this shit ever gets. Dead Ops 3 goes very hard. No one talks about it, but it does. Oh God. Especially playing Cold War with like a full party of friends, or sorry, Cold War Dead Ops 3 with a full party of friends was so fun. We did that more than once. We would just clear Dead Ops. We did it a few times. I don't even enjoy it to begin with. I like it as a tiny little side thing, Every once in a while. Ooh, give me that spaz. And I feel like that's just what it's supposed to be, right? This version of it, like this very first one, legitimately was locked behind a secret Easter egg within a secret Easter egg before they eventually put it in the menu after everyone knew about it. It's like, yeah, this was only ever meant to be like a tiny distraction here and there. This was never its own like mainstay thing, right? It's why it only appears in like every other COD game too, or sorry, every other Treyarch Zombies game. I forget that I have power-ups and that using them goes a very long way. Helicopter mode! Attack helicopter! Boosh, 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 boosh. Couldn't you only get it via the terminal? Yeah, that's where it was hidden. So you had to do the like secret where you got up from the chair in the menu, and then you had to go to the terminal and type it in. You had to know the code to get into it at the terminal. It's an Easter egg within a secret. I'd pay for a Dead Ops multi-campaign, full-on arcade missions where you can drop in, clear areas, go to new areas. Man, you throw some progression in that, like legit progression. That could be pretty fun as like a side mode. Dude, speaking of progression, and I've talked a lot about Black Ops 6 this stream. Another thing that surprised me when they announced it for Black Ops 6, classic prestige mode. With like Prestige Master, and you lose all your unlocks every time you prestige. It's been 5 years. Like, it's easy to forget that it's legitimately been half a decade since they did that shit. And I am so glad they're doing that again, because I way prefer it to the seasonal system. And I'm sure they're still gonna have some form of seasonal ranks. They've probably talked about it, but they mostly have talked about that stuff with the multiplayer side of things. And I don't really, I've been looking at BO6 multiplayer. The beta's actually this weekend. I forget, I'll check it out this weekend on my own time. I don't plan on streaming the beta. But I'll check it out. The multiplayer so far from what I've seen looks very much not my thing. I don't think I'm gonna be big on BO6 multiplayer at all. I could be surprised, but it definitely doesn't look like it's my thing. I don't expect to enjoy the multiplayer very much this year. I remember telling you they were bringing it back and you didn't believe me. Bro, why would I believe you? You know? Like, legitimately, why? I had no reason to believe you when you said that. Oh, Wagon. Oh my God. This teddy bear is the only reason I'm alive, and it's not gonna last much longer. Monkey, please. Attack helicopter! You know, maybe I'm not so bad at this. Maybe we just got off to a rough start. I've been pulling it back. I'm up to 6 lives. We were down to 2 at one point. So I think I'm doing pretty all right, actually. Oh no, not big monkey. No, please, let me get my treasure. Oh, they're leaving. Make the power-ups go crazier. I want to pilot a squadron of attack helicopters. Oh, trooper squad with flamethrowers. That could be fun, man. Hey, take notes, Treyarch. Dead Ops 4. It's gonna happen at some point, right? Probably not this year. But they're going hard enough on zombies that we might get 2 in a row. Think about it. They're pulling out all the stops to try to get zombies people back. They might just do Dead Ops 4 this year. I'm not going to expect it, but I'm saying it's possible. Oh, God. It is normally in every other Treyarch game thing, but it's possible. Oh, God. Chicken, please. Spaz. Spaz with chicken. This shit's pretty good. Dead Ops. I'm glad that I was kind of on the fence. I'm like, do I do Dead Ops or do I just skip it? I'm kind of glad that I did Dead Ops. This shit's pretty fun. Give me those speed boots. Oh, God, monkey. I hope they release custom tools. I know that's almost definitely not happening again. Well, did you guys hear? They gave a really strange response at the zombies capture event. Someone asked about the possibility of mod tools for the game, and the developers actually weren't even allowed to answer the question. A corporate rep from Activision like stepped in and answered for them. And their response was something along the lines of like, the Treyarch team is very busy just making the game right now, and that sort of thing takes effort, so we're not thinking about it at this time. It's weird. It's a weird way to respond instead of just saying no. That's a really odd way to respond to that question, especially because the devs were stopped from answering it so that the corporate rep could step in and answer for that. That's weird. I didn't know someone stepped in. Yeah, everyone who tells this story who was like in the room for it is like, the weirdest thing isn't even the answer. It's that the rep had to step in for them and answer it. Like, they didn't allow the devs to answer that question. That's the weird part. So it definitely, in my mind, I don't think that means we're going to get it, but I think that means that they are maybe considering it depending on how the game is received throughout the year. Valior, hopefully I'm saying that right. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Oh, give me that gem. I dropped that. Thank you. Yeah, it sounds like they didn't want to say no. Oh, God. Okay, Room of Fate. One of these. I think it's RNG. Chat. Up, left, or down? Up. One of these. Or sorry, right. Right is also an option. I just didn't see the arrow. I see up. Doesn't really benefit them much. I think just community sentiment might, like, if they really want to cash in on it, I say right. Down. I've got 2 downs. One of these is a permanent death machine, man. Oh. Did I get anything? Uh-oh. This might be bad. Chat, I don't think I got shit. I think I overthought it. This might be bad. Potentially. I'm beating this legit. You know, who needs the upgrades anyway, okay? Who needs the upgrades? Clearly not me. We've gotten this far. We're on round 16, I believe. right now. Who needs upgrades? Oh, I stepped into the Tesla coil. You didn't see that, actually. I didn't do that. Never to trust us again. I was 16. You know, this is probably one of the best Dead Ops 1 runs I've ever done in my life, actually. Ooh, Stampede? What does that even mean? That doesn't seem like much of a stampede. Oh my god, there's bulls. Like, what? This isn't really a challenge round. What do you mean, stampede? Oh my god. Oh my sweet Jesus. That cuts off paths. I wasn't grabbing these. Oh, chicken too? Okay, I did make the right choice coming over to this side then. That's a flamethrower if I can make my way over to it in time. Oh, that's a death machine. Ah, fuck, I can't see. Another chicken? What are you? Why are you glowing? I couldn't kill it. I tried. Gave it my best. I don't know what that was. Am I him? Maybe. Maybe. Oh, the chicken is dead. Oh, the music. Honestly, the China Lake is pretty good here. So I can see that the Stampede, was not, in fact, a challenge round. It's just the new normal for this area, I guess. I guess we just always have a stampede. Oh, maybe? Okay, it looks like they're not constant on these maps, though. It's just the first one, it's like a constant stampede of bulls. Whereas here, they're a little more spread out. Yeah, I listened to the multiplayer theme. It was very good. In Jack Wall, we trust. He always cooks up bangers. Ow. He's been doing Treyarch's menu music for years. For a reason. I know he's been doing it since at least BO3, but I think he did the BO2 multiplayer theme and stuff like that even. I think he's been there for more than a decade at this point, doing their music. He's done a good amount of Zombies tracks over the years, too. That's a fucking bull. Like the Remember Forever song that they did for Chronicles, that was Jack Wall. Jack Wall and Kevin Sherwood together, they make Treyarch music just goated. Round 18 complete. I may be down to my last life, but man, it was a good run. I'm going left. Bonus room! I could maybe get a life here. I love that the bulls are in the bonus room too. If we get enough points from all this, this could be a, what's it? A bonus life, potentially. No, I'll go left again. I'm feeling lucky. What happened with Elena and Treyarch? Nothing. They just only did a couple of songs with, what's it? With Kevin for Cold War, like to begin with. Because they did some licensed tracks for Easter eggs in the latter half of the season. So we got one with, why can I not think of his name? Malula. We got one with Malula, and we got one where, because it was a whole map revolving around Samantha Maxis, they wanted her voice actress to actually sing the song, so she did. And then they just licensed tracks for the other two maps after that. Or sorry, Malula, no. Yes, I was thinking of Clark, no, thank you. Malula is different, very different. I was just sitting here struggling to think of it. I latched onto the first answer that was familiar. Clark was right. Yes, they did one with Clark, and then they had, I can't remember her name off the top of my head. But they had Samantha's voice actress do the other song for Firebase Z. And then after that, they just licensed stuff for the other maps. Remember, I know what he's trying to say. He's trying to say, remember when Kevin Sherwood came into my Twitch chat? And I thought it was like someone who just made their Twitch name K Sherwood Ops. I didn't realize that was actually his Twitch. So I kind of like laughed him off and I memed it a little bit. And then like later that day, I found out it was actually him. That was great. That was a good time. That's agonizing to hear. I know, because I love his music too. And I just didn't think it was actually him. I thought it was a random Twitch chatter who just stole the name. Because I didn't realize he was active in the zombies community on Twitch. Because guess what? He really wasn't. But that was actually him. Yeah, that's part of my Zombies creator legacy, was like kind of memeing and laughing off Kevin Sherwood, thinking it wasn't actually him. That's certainly part of my Zombies legacy. What else is part of my I didn't do that much that actually like stuck with the community long term or anything. I had my falling out with ZWR. They took all my records down because of that. Trying to think of stuff that would have actually like left any sort of stamp where people would distinctly remember me for it. ZWR was the record tracking site for people who aren't like super in the Zombies community. They're still around, unfortunately. I'm throwing all the shade because it's deserved. There's a whole rabbit hole to go down with the people who run ZWR. I'm not even gonna get into it. But we learned some things about the people who run the site. Some of us, including me, were very vocal in how much we didn't like it. And those of us got our records taken down because of it. I was part of that shit show. So that's part of the legacy. I'm trying to think what else. That's really... I mostly kept to myself within the zombies community. Like when I was in it, I mostly just kind of stayed in my lane. I guess I was, when Krups was like reviving the World at War category, when he, like way back, I was doing that like with him. We were buds at the time. We were in each other's chats all the time. Krups was a frequent chatter. Krups does pretty well for himself with like zombies YouTube videos now too. Lost all respect for Krups. Why? Enjoy, kill monkey. I don't think I've ever been this far on BO1 Dead Ops, to be honest. I think this is the furthest I've ever gotten. Oh, sorry, Reaper, thank you for the sub. I missed that. I was distracted. Once I found out he blocked you on Twitter. Oh, just him like randomly, what's it, egoing me? That's why. I still to this day don't know what that was about. Cause yeah, he blocked me. So I don't know. Like we never had any like beef or anything. So I don't know what the deal with that was. Oh God. I have 1 life left. You didn't like your round 4 high round attempts. Hey, we've all been there. All right, we've all been there. Yeah, I still wonder if maybe I like made a bad joke or something. Because he wasn't very well liked in the high round community. I don't know if he is now. I just know that at the time he wasn't. Like a lot of people made a lot of jokes about him, and I don't know, maybe someone... Like I remember one was that he would constantly just sit there and reset. Because like he would just like when he was trying to get a run going, he would constantly reset in like the first 4 rounds or so. Because like he was doing rounds where he was doing runs where he was like pushing the game to its reset timer. So you do need to have like a fast run, and if he got off to a bad start, he would just reset, and it kind of became a meme for a bit. So I wonder if like he happened to be in my chat and someone made a joke about it and I like laughed or like played off of it, or I don't know. Because surely it wasn't just out of the blue. There must have been something. I just don't know what it would have been. Give me all the points. Round 22 on BO1 Dead Ops. I have a screenshot of you unironically dying on round 2. I mean, I'm sure we've all unironically died on round 1 before. Don't act like you haven't. That death machine is gonna be sweet. Oh my God, I don't have any lives, so that was sketchy as fuck. Next hit is game over. This map is sketchy. This is a scary map. Oh, way gun. Got way gun. Oh my god. Please give me a life. Please. Let me hit like a points milestone here. Is that the round? Oh, we're close. We're close. Oh my god. Are they still spawning? Are we not close? This is crazy. I've definitely never seen the Kowloon Dead Ops map before. Am I just much more of a gamer now, or what? They are still spawning, dude. Let me have this. Oh, China Lake is beautiful. It's actually good. For once. Oh, God. Oh, sweet Jesus. I live! I live! Please, give me all the treasure. Get me enough score for a life, I beg you. Round 24. Dead run reset. I mean, it legit was like a lot of, you know, you lose a few seconds on like round 1. Because in all fairness, like, yeah, I would rather reset on round 1 than on round 200. I would. Right? But yeah, it became a meme, so I don't know. It could have just been something like that. And Krups did get a lot of shit for more than just that back then too. A life. Like he caught so much shade just because he was a furry and just all sorts of shit. So I don't know. Oh fuck, that was another life? Holy moly. I mean, those fast boots. Helicopter! Everyone in the zombies community did? True. I mean, the high round community on zombies, especially for the older games like Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1 always had the worst high round community. Like in terms of just the people within it. I don't know if that's still the case nowadays, but man, back then it really had the worst, like by far. The zombies high round community was just always so toxic, which is mostly why I kept in my own corner and didn't really fuck with people. They were just, it was something. Oh, that's the teleporter? Okay. Am I really gonna get beyond the area that I've never seen before? Just to shit on the streamer for no reason? Oh yeah. That happened to me a few times. I remember like I would see another high rounder pop up like in my chat, and then later I would find out that they were like in a Discord call, like just a few of them. Dude, I remember once, oh, I actually got pissed this one time because one of the most like legendary zombies high rounders from throughout the years is Steve, like Steve IL. And he was in one of those calls that came in and like shit on me in my chat. And they were on stream, not on his Twitch, but on one of their Twitch channels. It was getting streamed. So later I saw the VOD of them all just sitting there like giving me shit for whatever in a Discord call. And I was like, Steve? Steve? Like, this dude has such a reputation, like such a positive reputation that he's built up over like literally a decade and a half. Like, what? What are you doing, man? That was crazy. The BO1 community, really just any of the older games. BO2 was pretty rough. World at War was pretty rough. Really just any of the zombies high round communities were all pretty shit. In terms of like toxicity and stuff, it was bad. Such a terrible person. Is he? Do we just like know this nowadays? Have I been out of the loop on this? Or do you just mean for doing shit like that? Because I mean, yeah, I certainly wouldn't, but... Oh no, that's my last life again. I don't know how many last lives I can lose. I can't believe I've gotten this far on the same run where I accidentally gave up any of the permanent buffs from the Room of Fate. And we've just been raw dogging it. Oh no, I'm dead. No. It was a good run. It was a good run. How many rounds are there in BO1 Dead Ops? Because there's no like map. The later Dead Ops would have a maps that you could see how far along you were. How far along was I there? I'm Googling it on my phone. Hold on. Here, hold on. So, damn, hold on. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, no, that's not even an area. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there's more than 7. Okay, I was like, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It goes up to around 40 on BO1. Hated Noah reacting to his runs. I mean, everyone did. Dude, the react thing is still a problem in the zombies community, but people have mostly just given up on it. Because the guys who are doing it just won't back off of it. I think Noah actually did. Lex won't back off of it. But everyone hated having their shit reacted to. Like, this was... I used to be in the big ass, like, creator Discord for zombies. No one was happy about their shit getting reacted to. Like, in private, a lot of people would request that they take those videos down or, like, stop reacting to their stuff. But if you didn't call them out publicly, they just wouldn't. And there was so much more to that situation behind the scenes than what hit the public about it. And now I'm leaking it here. I'm probably far from the first person to talk about it. But yeah, there was a lot to that. The react meta thing within the zombies community was a big deal. Is pizza still good? Yeah, I would say right now, like the two like shining examples currently, and I'm being really picky, okay? Admittedly, this is me being incredibly picky. Sorry. Yeah, I'll go with 2. I'll go with 2. I was gonna correct myself to say 3, but then I thought of something. The 2 really like positive beacons. I'll play 5 minutes of Ascension, and then just whenever I do this next, we'll actually do Ascension properly. But I would say that Milo, or Mr. Waffle Waffles, and Pizza are like the two shining beacons of like, they haven't done anything really. At least not lately. Like, the worst you could say about Milo is that he never gave Vanguard much of a chance. He gave it some chance. He gave it more of a chance than a lot of people, but he didn't really try to stick with it for long. He gave it like legitimately a few days. Pat and Noah I wouldn't have put Noah up there because of the React stuff. Pat I would have until very recently, but he's also just not really in zombies anymore, so. What about Dalek? Dalek had a whole fiasco a while ago. This was a while ago, to be fair. So depending on how, like, this was like 5 years ago. Maybe not, maybe more like 4. This was probably like 2020-ish. Yes, it was. It was right before Cold War came out. Dalek had a thing where he plagiarized the fuck, like some words just exactly the same. The whole script was like structured. It was the same video, even using some of the same footage for certain lines and everything. He one-to-one basically plagiarized a smaller YouTuber's video leading up to the release of Cold War. Like one-to-one. And obviously Dalek is like, I think the second largest zombies YouTuber just by pure like sub count. So it was a big deal. Who did he copy? I couldn't tell you. It's someone who like, I had never heard of them before that video. And I still have only heard of them because of that video. Like, it was a very small creator. Dalek just saw the video and was like, oh yeah, this is a banger. And then he just made it and claimed it for himself. It was bad. That was a whole thing. That was a whole thing. How did he think, or how did he not expect to get caught? Yeah, I don't know. Wasn't he making that plagiarism video while it was happening? Maybe. I never watched much H Bomberman, so I'm not overly familiar. I know a lot of people love him. Mang. Did I just accidentally say that? Just from talking weird? Black Ops Amazing? Is he still around? Black Ops Amazing. I know that name. I would have to look at the channel. Like, this is a name that I know, and I know that it's a fairly big channel, but I'm just not very familiar. Oh, hold on. I think I might recognize this guy. I can't say for certain with that one. I think, like, I might. If that is someone who I'm remembering correctly, I would have something. But it's not, like, super shitty. Again, I'm picky. It doesn't take much to get on my YouTuber shit list. But I don't know, so I can't say. What was the fiasco with Glitching Queen? There was something with her, but I also don't remember it. I also don't remember. Russian is pretty Russian, how much is he still doing stuff? Because I know Russian was one of the guys I was most chill with. I met him through his now. I think they're married. I think they did get married. I know they're at least engaged. I knew Chantel a little bit, not super well, but back when she streamed, I knew her. Again, not super well, but we were around each other's stuff. Oh yeah, Rizzo's great. Rizzo is in his own category. But Rizzo does do really good shit. And he's just a funny guy, and he's great. I like Rizzo a lot. I've never personally interacted with Rizzo, but Luke is great. Russian. I know he's somewhat retired. Like, I know that he's kind of in that PewDiePie retirement state with YouTube, where he's like, yeah, I'm not like dedicated to YouTube, but I'll do it when I want to do it. Sort of like he's in that kind of category where he's just like, yeah, I'll do it if I want, but I'm not like making this my life anymore. He does it as like a side project, like a hobby now. Then 5, 6, 7 months. Yeah, this was a while ago that he was like, yeah, I'm kind of not. Well, because it just wasn't sustainable for him to do it full time anymore.
What happened in Cuba?
So he just dropped it. He streamed like 2 weeks ago for the trailer. Who, Luke or Rizzo? I've been around so long. I remember when John Rizzo was called Jay Rizzo. When did I find Rizzo? I have to go look now before I'm done. Because I have watched his stuff for a long time. I have to go back and be like, what was the first thing of his I saw? I think I found him during World War II's season. Like near the end of it, I want to say. Luke, okay. Gotta drop out if that shit's not sustainable. Yeah, he was spending so long on videos because they were just like, he was putting in so much effort that it took him forever. And he was getting good views, but when you can only do like a video a month at the point that he was at, it's hard to make like one solid video a month livable, right? So he couldn't do it anymore, which makes sense. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub. Come back another time. We're doing this. Well, on occasion we're doing this. Not like all the time, but I'll be back on BO1 for the DLC maps. Took me a whole stream just to get through the on-disc stuff. Anyway, we're doing Armored Core. Tomorrow we're doing Armored Core 4. We're starting that 100%, like right off the bat. We're starting it, and that's gonna be something because that game is just crazy. But we're also doing like Ace Combat, Metal Gear, Resident Evil, etc. Come back for any of it.
Try to remember.
Also, if you enjoyed and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a like. I'm getting adopted. Badass. What? It's perfect timing. Armored Core 4 on adoption day? That is perfect timing. Anyway, sorry. Congrats. That did distract me. Leave a like because algorithm. Also, if you enjoyed and you're looking for ways to engage with the community outside of YouTube, links are in the description for things like Twitter, Discord server, whatever. They're down there if you're looking for them. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys back here next time. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.